We are here in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey with Caroline Manzo, who a lot of you might have preconceived notions of who she is or what she's like. All right, so she might be a little bitchy, but we kind of like that. And if you don't already know, Caroline is one of the stars of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and she is larger than life, which you will see. So let's get one thing out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way. If you and Danielle were on a deserted island by yourselves, no way off, just the two of you.
Mm-hmm. No way off ever?
No way off until you could find that that rescue SOS in the distance. What would you do?
I would probably try to convey to her, all right, this is a real situation, let's try to get along. Let's try to work together to get off this island. If she didn't want to work as a team with me, I would find my own way off the island. Trust me, I would find a way off the island, and I would leave her on the island.
And if you found maybe one oar, what might you do with that?
I won't say what I would do with the oar. I will say the oar is my oar. So, I'm not going to promote violence. Okay. I'm just going to say it's my oar. So.
Do you feel bad for her, just even a little bit, about her childhood and her rough upbringing?
No, I don't, because that's an excuse. You know, the past is in the past. You don't use that as an excuse, and you don't use that as your platform to make excuses in your life.
Okay.
She had a lot of good in her life. Work on the good. Mm-hmm. Dwell on the good, you know, dwell on the positive. You never hear her talk about the positive. So when someone's like that, that likes to dwell on the negative and the bad and say, poor me, no, I don't feel sorry for that. You know, there are people in life that has had far more tragedy, far worse situations than her, and we don't know, you know, it's so muddled, you don't know where the truth lies with that. So the answer then is no.
No. What is the good?
The good is she was married to, you know, as she likes to say, you know, a very affluent man. You know, she had tons, buckets and buckets of money, which is important to her. She was a soap opera star, she was a model, she was all these things, that and more. So, all right, what'd you do with the good? Why do you like to dwell on the bad?
Do you think that her children got a little bit of that good?
I would like to think that her children got a little bit of that good. I don't know her well enough to make that, you know, decision. But I would like to think that any mother would give all the good she has, you know, to give to her children.
So I asked this question of Jill Zarin when we had the pleasure of interviewing her last summer, and I'm going to ask you the same question in reverse.
Okay.
Which is, how do you compare the Real Housewives of New Jersey with New York City, and what character do you relate the most to? And then I'm going to tell you what Jill had to say.
I know Jill. She's a friend, so I'm not too worried.
Okay,
If
good.
it was somebody else, I'd go.
Like who?
I'm not going to say anything. Play nice with the other children. I would think the dynamic of the Jersey Housewives is in a class by itself, only because we're family. There's history there, there's passion there, and there's forgiveness there. Like I always say, we love big, we fight big, we forgive big. Even with Teresa, she is not family, but she is family because she's been part of our lives for over 15 years. So she falls into that category. You can't manufacture that. I think the other housewives were kind of thrown together, and even though there may have been prior relationships, they were newer relationships. So you cannot manufacture the love and the passion and the history that New Jersey has. And I think that is part of the magic of that show. I would probably have to say that I relate most to Jill Zarin, because she, very much like me, shoots from the hip. She tells it like it is. Sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but it's from her heart, and it's with all good intentions. So if I had to say, who do you relate most to, you know, the love that she clearly has for her husband is evident in her child, I would say it's Jill Zarin.
Well, funny enough, actually Jill had the very same things to say about you, and that she relates most to your character.
It's the red hair.
So it has to be the red hair. So, that fiery personality.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that fiery personality, you know, why do you think people categorize even you and Jill as the bitches or the ones that are bossy? Why is that? And are you okay with it?
I'm fine with it. because sometimes I am a bitch and sometimes I am bossy. And we are all multifaceted. We have so many levels to our personality. That's the personality you see most in me. That's fine, I'm not ashamed of it. I see that as strength. You know, I am not a coward. So if I'm challenged with something, I'm going to face that challenge. Do I make mistakes? Of course I make mistakes. Am I proud of myself, and do I have every day and every moment? No, I have my flaws and I have my own moments. We're human. And if I can see that in myself and understand that in myself and understand that I am not perfect and I'm only human and I can be perceived as a bitch, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with being a bitch.
No, I'm with you.